Hey man, welcome to the Medicated podcast. It's your boy Suave. Thanks for stopping by. Relax, Max. Today I'm gonna be covering something I feel like that's really important in hip hop that needs to be addressed and just spoken on generally. It's drug use. Like, bro, all you dudes are fucking junkies. Everybody's a fucking drug addict. Like, bro, what happened to genuine music? You know what I'm saying? What happened to just, I love music? You know what I mean? Like, what's the move? Like, are you just gonna get high and go record? Like, stand by the mic and yelp? You feel me? Or just, like, make stupid noises? Anyway, so my point is, it's just, there's a lot of good rappers, that just fall into drug use, and not just rappers, just entertainers in general. Like, it's a lot of good people that just, they've lost their life to drug use. Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson, even more recent hip-hop like Mac Miller. It's like, I don't understand it. Mac Miller's it's a very, very notable artist, and it's very sad to see these people lose their life over drugs. And drugs is a very terrible thing. Again, it's a big spiral. You never know where you're gonna head with drugs. I mean, you could be up, of course, you know what I mean. With drugs, you could always be up. Yeah, I feel great, but it's just a passive greatness. It's not. It's never a good thing. Not always. It's never a good thing. It's terrible. Just bad for the culture. It's bad for everything overall. I mean, occasional weed use. You know me. I'm a smoke. You know what I'm saying? I'm a smoke. I'm a hit the dope. I'm not scared. The DARE program failed me, but it's fine. You know what I mean? But like, I feel like weed gives me a sense of just a sense of relaxation. I mean, I usually relax when I smoke weed, and I find that if you don't abuse it, I mean, it's generally good for you. I don't know, these rappers and entertainers alike, it's just, I know it may make you tap into other things and make you feel like, yo, I'm reaching a higher plateau. I get that. But I feel like, this is a major thing that needs to be addressed by not just, like the artist or publication. I feel like the people have to address this themselves, as in like the fans have to really say, yo, honestly, this drug use is whack. Where's the real talent? I mean, if you love your craft, you don't need drugs to get in your vibe. You shouldn't need drugs to get in your vibe. If you're trying to relax, I understand. But again, people do what they do. If people need this to create, like, again, an example, like ODB, Old Dirty Bastard. Old Dirty be in the hood, just chilling. He need his fix. He need his crack. He need that. You know what I mean? But still, Dirty was still a great person overall. He still loved what he did. It was just more about the love than about anything else, than the drugs. It's like nowadays, rappers, they selling their soul. You offer that boy a pint, he might just suck your dick or fucking go ahead and go make you a hit single. This shit makes no sense. I don't see how we got so far from inspired as a culture. Like, you got Lil Xan, you got Soulja Boy, you got Lil Peep, you got even Kodak Black. Like, a lot of these rappers, they just abusing the drugs. Like, it makes no sense. They don't have to use drugs to be cool. They don't have to promote drugs to be cool. You know what I mean? Like, they're very cool people overall. That's what sells their brand. That's what sells, on the market. So it's like, if you can do better and do more or do the right thing, you know what I'm saying, then do it. There's no need to be like, like having drug problems with just yourself. If you need rehab, you gotta go to rehab, man. It's very simplistic. That's how you get better. That's how you bounce back. Like, the drug use in hip-hop, let alone just music in general, it's a very touchy subject. Because, I mean, I understand that a lot of people, a lot of musicians, they've gone through a lot of trauma, and they just, they have to cope with stuff and just stomach it. That's part of being an artist. It's artistry. If you can't stomach what's going on in your life, in your situation, you will never progress. You got to stomach it. First of all, you have to ingest it, really enjoy it, digest it, and regurgitate it onto the canvas, so others understand that, yo, this is what I've been through, this is what I've done, and this is where I'm going, and this is where I am. And I'm here for someone that really wants to do good for themselves. It's not all about, just doing it for everyone else. It's just about doing it genuinely because you love it and you care about it. And you're not amped up on fucking drugs. You don't be on fucking cocaine and you don't do ecstasy and have, you know, that shit just makes you feel like you're not that, and that's what it is. Drugs just manipulate your emotions and your feelings and everything about you. It's a temporary vacation. It's a temporary facade. A lot of people get lost in their own sauce. Like, yo, if you know that drug use may be hindering you as a rapper, as an entertainer, as a businessman, you gotta step away from it. Take it in your own hands to just say, yo, I need to isolate myself and figure out what truly makes me happy and what I can do to actually just keep the pattern consistent. No one wants to fall into a slump. Depression is real. A lot of people overlook mental health, mental issues, PTSD. You a young dude coming from the hood, from a neighborhood, man, you want to do good. You want to get out the neighborhood. But there's a lot of trauma mentally, emotionally, seeing your friends die, seeing people you love do drugs, seeing drugs sold to people, even selling the drugs yourself. That's a lot of baggage, just a lot of emotional baggage, man. Just dealing with that. And you know, in the hood, there's no therapist. Folks can't afford no therapist. What am I gonna do? Go to my therapist and talk to them about my problems? Ain't nobody in the hood. There's no spiritual mediums. Ain't nobody here to tell you this, tell you that. It's either sink or swim, man. And that's real talk. Some other people, they're more fortunate, silver spoons, you know, they live in this way, they live in that way. But at the same time, everybody's human and everybody's missing something. And if you're not looking for that thing to make you whole, you know what I mean? And like make you a better artist or just overall make you a better person, it's gonna be a long night for you every single time, you know what I mean? Like I like to believe rappers love to forget that they need to just really take the initiative and just show the youth that they don't need drugs. I'm an artist. I thrive off my art. My art is my cocaine, you know what I mean? Like my art keeps me going. This is what I love. And we've gotten so far from inspired hip hop, just the earlier eras, just the 2000s, even the 1990s. It was beautiful. We're at the end of an era now. We're in the 2020s. I mean, I'm a young dude. I grew up in this era too. But I gotta say that I miss when artists really loved it. Like they treated hip hop, they treated their art as like it was a gem, a stone. It was something to them. It was worth value. It was just like second nature to artists. There's like, yeah, my music, this is my music, this is what I do. And I mean, there's a few artists, there's a handful of artists now that really love the culture and they respect it. And it's not even about drugs to them. It's about real hip hop. It's about real love. It's about real, you know, hustling, getting your money, and you know, taking care of your family as it should be. And then you have the other rappers that just love the drug music. They just love to indulge in it, all the negativity, and they don't know what it's doing to the culture generally. Like overall, they need to see the error of their ways. They might have to really just check themselves before they wreck themselves. Like Ice Cube said, you gotta really respect the game before you spit on the game. Because I feel like, man, it could be a lot better, man. A lot of rappers really just need to have that talk. CEOs need to have that talk. A lot of like big heads need to have that talk in the label, in the industries. Like, y'all gotta have that talk, man. Like, this is serious. Is it about the art? Is it the drugs? Like, what is it really about? I mean, no change is just gonna come automatically. You know what I mean? All in all, I just feel like this drug epidemic in hip hop and drugs and music in general is a bad thing. And I hope that as a community and as just a society that we can all come together and really figure out how to regulate it. You know what I'm saying? Just make it recreational where it's just for the art, if that's the case, instead of just abusing it. We don't have to abuse anything. Too much of anything is bad for you anyway. Too much butter is bad for your cholesterol. Too much water could drown your kidneys. I completely get that, man. We just gotta take this thing one step at a time. That's all it really is, and we'll get through. I'd like to thank everybody for checking out my page today. Link in the description. Like and subscribe. It's your boy Suave, Med Ed. Peace.